Krista. I am live on location from the Ray County Museum, and the reason for this impromptu quick live, I was going to give you guys a tour of what we got going on tonight. Tonight we will be ghost hunting this historical location, and I just figured we'd do a daytime tour right now and kind of let y'all see the different rooms and that kind of thing. So if you guys want to join us tonight at 8 p.m. Central, we'd greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to flip the camera around real quick. So this is the grounds here of the Ray County Museum. It's they say it's not documented, but they say there are people buried out here in the yard. So that is not documented, but over the years they say there's people out there. There's also a bear, a circus bear, buried out here. Back in, I think it was like the 70s, the circus came to town and one of the bears died. And the bear was buried out here at the museum. This is the museum right here, the front of it. I'm standing in front of it. The building is Y-shaped and is actually on the fairgrounds property of the museum. So there you go. All right, now I'm cold, it's windy out here, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the museum. And if you guys see anything like for tonight, if you guys tune in tonight, if you see any rooms you want us to go in or anything like that, you guys can get a daytime view and let us know. We'll be happy to go in there and check it out tonight. Hello, Northern California, good to see you. And I do have my daughters here with me, both of them. They're helping me here do this live with you guys. So here is the entrance. This is what you see. Here's the crow. He's talking to us. This here is the office, the curator's office. But we're going to actually, let's go upstairs. We're going to start upstairs. Upstairs is where a lot of the weirdness happens, that we've had a lot of encounters up here. And I'll go through and kind of tell you which room. And the crow just fell? Yeah. No shit. Can you pick him up? Was he just sitting up there? Yeah. Okay, well, the crow just fell. Just put him back up there. Okay. Thank you, Olivia. All right. I'm not going to say that's paranormal because it wasn't attached to anything. This is the third floor, the upstairs of the museum. Let's start down this hallway. So I'm going to show you guys this hallway here from a distance. And I am going to walk down there. If you watched our show on Thursday night, we talked about the possession in the schoolroom. And I will go and I will show you the possession room. Each of these rooms are different themed, so let me go in and bear with me. I'm going to find lights. Okay. This here is, it's called Gorillas in Our Midst, and it's Jesse James and Bloody Bill Anderson and things like that in this room here. Here's Bloody Bill Anderson right there. There's his picture. There's a little bit of Jesse James up here. Here's another one of Bloody Bill Anderson. So the Gorillas were, they're the ones that took over Lawrence, Kansas back in the day. And here's a lot of their riders. And Archie Clemens right here, this guy, I'm a reenactor, and we did a reenactment with Archie Clemens in it. So once again, there's Bloody Bill Anderson. Here's another Bloody Bill Anderson. This is like a life-size figure of him here. It's a cool old room. This building has just a lot of, each room is different themed, as I told you all before, and different things in different display cases. So I'll try to walk around each of the rooms and kind of get you sneak peeks. Not a whole lot happens in this room with us paranormal-wise, but we'll get to the good rooms. We're coming up to them here. This here room, we find light switches again. Bunch of dresses. I really don't know what you'd call this room. The dress room, maybe? But you can see how they're all just differently displayed here. There's corsets, you know, period correct dresses and stuff that the women wore. This here looks like a funeral dress to me. Yep, a mourning veil. So that's kind of cool. If you guys are ever in Richmond, Missouri, come up and to the museum. It is free to get in and have a daytime tour. It's really cool. There's a lot of history here, a lot of different things. This is the hallway here. Just some more odd and ends, things like that. I'm going to take you guys back here to this room, which a lot of times this is off limits, but we're going to go anyway. All right. And she's got it dummy locked. This room back here is from the Afghan War. That's a recent room. There's a lot of stuff. If you guys look in here, a lot of stuff in here. This room is pack filled. Most of the time it's kind of off limits, but you guys are getting a sneak peek. Lots of patches, things like that. Hey, Letitia. A lot of different clothing. Like I said, this stuff here is recent, you know. The Afghan War, what? It was 90s. So a lot of this stuff is recent. And honestly, we really don't ghost hunt this room. So I just gave you guys a sneak peek because, like I said, Kathy doesn't usually let people in that room. So here, let me dummy lock this again. All right. This here, okay. Let me show you more of these rooms and then we'll come back to this area. All right. There's more things in the hall here. We're going to start with this schoolroom first. In this room, we have gotten EVPs. We've done Estes methods and gotten pretty good responses. And actually, right now, I can feel something in here right now. It's never been a negative room or anything like this. Now, I'm going to take you to the room where the possession happened. So it actually started, if you watched the show on Thursday night, we told you about Antonio. He was standing right here at this hallway that we just came out of. And he told Kathy and I that he felt like he was going to pass out. So we drug him in here to the schoolroom, right here, this room here. And we sat him right here, right there. Me, myself, I was right here in front of him, standing. So Antonio was sitting here, and I was standing right in front of this desk. And he literally jumped up to attack me. And fortunately, we had plenty of people here, and they were holding him while I started doing the prayers that we do, and had to get that guy out of him. He was jumped, and it wasn't by anything demonic. It was definitely a human spirit, but he was just a nasty guy who had it out for me. He did not like me because that I'll show you when we go downstairs where I was choked by this nasty spirit too. So, but this is the schoolroom here. All right. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Paranormal Pixie. Hello, Pamela. This room here, there's just some dolls, some creepy dolls. So if anybody's into dolls, they can see some of the creepy rooms. And keep in mind, back in the days, these were bedrooms. People lived in these rooms. This was a poor farm as well as old folks' home. So let's go down here a little bit. Okay. This here is some really pretty, like, ball gowns they had back in the day. Look how pretty some of those are. Different ball gowns. One of the creepy factors here at the museum is there are mannequins. So if you're not used to that at night, well, guess what? It can startle you. Okay, that was the creepy hallway. Now, we're going to go down here. This hallway here, there's just a lot of different things in these display cases. As you can see, all kinds of different things. Civil War room. All right, I'm going to take you guys in here. This room's pretty active. So I'm going to walk around here so you guys can kind of see some of it. We did have a guy one time. He did get scratched in this room. He was doing some EVP sessions. We also have recording, and I think I shared it on Blondes and Booze Facebook group of my old team was shooting video in here, and nobody was in this room. And this here, this desk right here, these opened. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm fighting a cold, too. So, anyway, you know what? I'm going to leave these open for tonight, and let's see if they get shut. So you guys, everybody can see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and leave them open. Well, why don't you guys go downstairs and get me a drink real quick? There's another room. We don't have a lot of activity in this room. We had a gentleman come in the museum one time, and he used to live here. He was a child. His parents worked here. This was his bedroom, and he has nothing but happy memories here at this museum. All right, now we're going to go to the room where a lot of action happens. Let's find the light in here so you guys can get a good look. This is what's known as the Indian Artifacts Room. So, a couple things. In this corner over there used to be a chair. And if you watched our chair, our show Thursday night, we talked about the chair. That was where the chair was located. And this is where the entity out of the chair came to attack me. And I was saved by my friend Antonio. So lots of stuff here. I see Letitia's in chat. Look at all these look at all them arrowheads, Letitia. Sorry guys, I really am trying to fight this cold. All right. Lots of stuff here. Lots of cool stuff. There's old turtle shells. There we go. Northern California says that you think the drawers will be shut tonight. Well, we'll see. Look at all these, Letitia. All these arrowheads. It's a pretty cool collection. And more stuff over here. Little bitty arrowheads. You guys can see them. Thank you. Hold on. Open that for me. I'm going to take a drink real quick, guys, and we'll proceed. They brought me a Mountain Dew. All right. Carry that for me. Thank you. Ava, you want to say hi to everybody? Olivia, you want to say hi? It's my helpers. All right. This here is this was a mastodon bone, which is kind of cool. And that's in the Indian Artifacts room. So this is this room here. And this will be definitely a go-to tonight. So we'll be investigating here. Scott M., we are at the Ray County Museum in Richmond, Missouri, just giving you guys a preview of our live tonight and kind of letting you guys see where we're going to be at and where you can look at some of the rooms during the day. All right. So let's go over to the other wing. This building is Y-shaped also, so that's kind of weird how the hallways are. They're at a slant. All right, hold on. Okay. If you also watched the show on Thursday night, you heard the story of the Nelson Winter murders. And the oars that had to do with that murder, they're right here. Those are the orbs. And just some like really old stuff here in this room. Doesn't really have a name. It's just old stuff. This is kind of cool. Missouri's Baddest, Jesse James and Frank James, all that good stuff. Bloody Bill Anderson. There's Bob Ford. Just a lot of history here, you know, and I'm a history buff. I love history. I love American history especially. So this place is really up my alley. Okay, this hallway here I could tell you about. I have heard literally audible voices in this hallway. And that's quite common. We get a lot of EVPs in this hallway. We have a lot of interaction. They like with REM pods and things like that too. And we just sit out here in the middle of the hallway and investigate. This room here, okay, I personally have never had anything happen in this room. But I was told that this lady that is attached in this room, she does not like her things messed with. So we have tried numerous times to like open her drawers here, like I'm doing, and see if it shuts. Other teams have had luck with her shutting the drawer. I'm going to leave that open and we'll check that later tonight and see if it's shut. So we'll leave it open. And then let me show you guys this. And I didn't show it the other night on the show. I forgot to show you guys this theater rope. You see how it's crossing the room there, so nobody's supposed to enter it. Last weekend, Kathy and Aaron were here, and this was actually swinging, and nobody was around it. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Little Patty, it'll be 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. We'll be live from here. This here is the Mormon room. So the Mormons were really big here in Ray County, Missouri, and they've dedicated a room to them. And actually, a lot of the Mormons volunteer that are still in the area. They volunteer here at the museum. Not really a whole lot of activity per se, you know, in the room itself, but it's just kind of a cool room too. All right, let's go over here. We'll be going down there here in just a bit. This room, I'll tell you what, it's got a heavy feeling. We do get activity in this room, and it doesn't really have a name. Well, I guess it does. It's called Pettis Parlor. But it's very heavy feeling. And when I walk in here, a lot of times I get a headache. And I don't know if whoever stayed in this room maybe died of a stroke or an aneurysm or, you know, something along those lines. But yeah. Yes, Pamela, the furnishings, flooring, they are beautiful. And everything in this museum is related to this county. So everything you guys are seeing has been donated from people in this county, which I think is amazing. All right, now we're going to go into the doctor's office. There's a lot of creepy tools in here, got to tell you. And this is, you know, back in the day that, you know, modern medicine was not at its finest back then. But you see, like, some of this stuff here, like, what'd they use that for, you know? I have no idea. Here's a surgical kit. It says was used by Dr. Marvin Grimes. There's an old wheelchair. Nurse's suit. Nurse's outfit. Pictures of some of the old doctors that used to be here in town. Look at the old bed there. I guess, you know, people kind of reminds me, you know, you go to see a psychologist or something, you know, they got those, they lay you down, and it's kind of cool. Anyway, that's the doctor's building, or doctor's office. This room here is Vietnam. This is a really, really cool room. A lot of stuff has been donated for in here. Like I said, if you guys are ever in the area of Richmond, Missouri, come by and check this place out. Even if you're not into ghosts or hauntings, the history alone in here is just, it's amazing. This is the post office. Like I said, not really a lot happens in some of these rooms. I'll let you know, and the rooms are more active than others. And honestly, it could maybe be the permanent residents here in this building, or it could even be, a lot of these items are so old, they could have attachments, we don't know. But, all right, so now this is the third floor. We're going to walk downstairs and just let everybody know there might be people downstairs. So if I don't say a whole lot going through there, you'll know why, because there is a genealogy meeting supposed to be happening here today. So I was trying to get this done before they get here. So the room we're going to be going to is the chapel, the funeral room. And I've slept in that room many times. But these steps here, the reason I stopped, these steps, a lot of times you'll be sleeping in those rooms and you hear people walking up and down the steps. So you can hear footsteps. Say hi, Kathy. You're live.
Hey, how are you?
All right. This is the funeral parlor.
Huh? Chapel. It is. It's the chapel.
Chapel. All right, so let's go over here. This is Black History Month room. There's a lot of cool stuff. Now, this room is heavy, so there's definitely somebody in here. And they say we've had a lot of psychic mediums come in here, and they say that it's a little boy, which is sad. So, and a lot of them say he goes underneath there. So, kind of interesting. And I'm actually going to show you guys the bathroom, because a lot of times you walk in this bathroom and you have to tell an entity to leave. Very common. They do listen. So if you're ever at the Ray County Museum and you have to use the restroom and you come in here and you feel it in here, just ask them to leave, and they do. Now, it's been several years ago, but Erin Eck, when she was here, she saw a full-bodied apparition come out of Black History Room and go into the bathroom. And it's been about 3 years ago. All right, now we're going to go into the World War I room. There we go. There's just so much stuff here. Yes, Northern California, there is so much potential for paranormal stuff. So, I personally don't have a lot that happens in this room, but I'm getting ready to take you to the room that is. This is the old quilts. Let's see if I can turn the lights on. Some quilts there. All right. This next room here, guys, it's a World War II room. And it is one of the more active places in this building. And it's definitely, you can feel them in here now. This is World War II, and I'll tell you why. We've had done an Estes method in here, and we've had EVPs in here, and getting Purple Heart. And there is a Purple Heart here, and I think the guy that haunts this room, that stays in this room, I believe he protects this museum. Sometimes he'll be out in the hallway. You could see him or feel him out there. And I believe he's good here. I definitely believe he protects this place. So, and there's the Purple Heart. It's kind of got a glare, but I hope you guys can see that. And I believe he's probably attached to that. So, old newspaper. All right. right. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the other wing here. This hallway I didn't show you guys. That was the entrance. That's where we came in and we walked up the steps. This is the hallway here. There's somebody coming in, but let's go over here. Genealogy room right here. So y'all can see that. All right. This here room, we get action in here too. Okay, this is known as Grandma's kitchen. And she does not like men in here. We get a lot of activity when we use men as bait in here. Nothing bad, but it's just more REM pods going off. She's wanting them out of here. She's wanting them to leave. So, yeah, that's Grandma's kitchen. Now we're going to go down to the basement. Back there is the apartment and stuff, and I'm not going to take you guys into the apartment. All right. We're going to go down to the basement. Get my food up.
Recording. Are you still recording? Yes.
All right, here's some cool stuff. If you guys watched the show the other night, you seen Kathy talk about the puzzle here, that nobody can put it together. And there's Goldie. She also showed the picture of Goldie. And Goldie was, her story's quite sad. Go back and watch Thursday night show and it'll tell you all about Goldie. Her family had to do with the Nelson Winter murders. All right, we're gonna go downstairs. This is part Brandy doesn't like. Basement doesn't bother me, but Brandy doesn't like it down here. You can leave that door open. All right, we're gonna start off in the coal room. Well, darn it. She got it locked. No, she doesn't. Awesome. Okay. Let me find the light. Let's see, Ava. We have a light. Here it is. Okay. Here's the coal room. There you go. Yes, Pamela, they've done a great job in their displays here at the museum. That guy can be creepy at night when you're ghost hunting, let me tell you. Some old coal. Some of the different picks and stuff they used. Just some cool stuff. Like I said, this room can be pretty creepy at night. All right. Okay. Now we're going to get to some of the cells. We'll start in here first. There's not really a real person there laying down. It is a mannequin, so it will freak you out. It does freak some people out. I've had activity in this room. This room is very, very heavy. And honestly, nothing bad has ever happened, but we do, a lot of REM pods and stuff like that, K2s. Go off in there, and this whole area really. So there's some more different stuff here. Here's a horse's ass, but you'll see the front of the horse here in a few. This is a taxidermy room. We're gonna walk in it too. Let me find the light. There it is. And then we have a bear greeting us. Just different mounts here. Yes, little Patty, I do. I've been fighting a cold, let me tell you. So I appreciate everybody being patient with me. I've been coughing and hacking, and I got my kid following me with my soda, so. There we go. Hello, Smoky Mountain Wanderer. All right. More taxidermy stuff. Look at that little dude. He's kind of cute, isn't he? My daughter just said that thing's ugly. There's a box. The owls, different owls. All right, cookie. All right, let's go to other parts of the basement. So now we're going to go into the jail cells here. Yes, there are jail cells, and they used to, nobody was really kept prisoner per se forever, for a long time here. This was used more as a holding over until they could take them to where they needed to go. A lot of people were held here until they were taken to St. Joseph's, which is the Gore psychiatric unit. So a lot of people were held here for that. And this is known as Jack's cell. Say hi to that dude. He's kind of a creepy dude, isn't he? Crystal, one of my kids likes it. And my son likes it, but the other two really could give or take less anything about it. The one that's been following me, Ava, she's into it big time. All right. Just some different things here about the police. Another cell. All right. Now we're going to go over here. We're going to go into the tool room. There's some old stuff here. All right, the tool room here. This room, we also get a lot of activity in. Let me find the lights. Oh, you know what? The light is out there. Can you get that? I forgot it's out there in the hall. Right there. Yep, thank you. So there's the front part of the horse. We'll start on this side and go down. Just a lot of different farm implements here. Some side saddles. More stuff up here. All right. Stuff for hitching up wagons. Now in this room, if you watched Thursday's show, we talked about the cat and the man that was attached to the corn husker. This is it right here. This here, it has the attachment. And you definitely feel it. I mean, even just touching it, the energy it puts off. But people have been known to even feel like a cat rub against their legs in here and things like that. It's kind of cool. But they're pretty active and they will talk to you here as well. James, hey, Krista and Brandy. Yeah. You know what, James, I got to tell you, I've spent the night many times here at this museum, and including last night, and it's the living creatures that keep me awake, like animals. Kathy has several cats and a dog, and I happen to have one of my dogs here with me also, and it was my dog last night that kept me awake. So go ahead and shut that light off, Ava. All right. Now we're going to go back to the jukebox room. And we talked about this room back here the other night on the show. All right. Yeah. We turn the light on so you guys can see it's really heavy in here. Now this is one of the more active areas. So you see the chairs around. That is strictly used for ghost hunting. So they say this is where the shackles were on the walls and stuff. And they say there was, oh boy, you can really feel them. A man he was shackled in here, and he is very, very interactive. He's not mean. He's just not all there upstairs. He doesn't hurt anybody. Nobody gets hurt down here, but he's definitely in your space like he is mine right now. And you know what, with that, when that happens, you just got to ask him to back up a little bit, but right now he's not really bothering me. There's a bathroom that doesn't work anymore back there. So, some cool stuff. This is the reason why it's called the jukebox room, because of the jukebox. Now, I did hear somebody tell me that one night they were all upstairs and this jukebox turned on and started playing by itself. I was not here to witness that. It's just what I heard. And then, let's go. That goes outside. I'm going to take you guys back in this room. She doesn't usually let people, other teams, outside people investigate back here. It's a storage area, but by golly, it is active as all get out. So when I'm here, I do sneak down in here. So, but it's a really active room. And that door over there, I can't even get to it because there's stuff in the way. But it's like a little dirt room under there. And we've sat in there and run EVPs and stuff. So we'll definitely be coming back down in this room tonight. Let's see here. So here's another room. Just got a lot of stuff here. This was Austin King, governor of Missouri from 1848 to 1853. So it's kind of cool. There's court cases, case books, Missouri cases, it says, all these books. Just different things. A lot of politics stuff in this room, which I'm not into politics, so. Yeah, there's a sign for Kennedy. Just different ones. There's a picture of Kennedy up there. Good old Obama right there. All right. Guys, I have given you a full tour of the Ray County Museum. I hope you guys tune in tonight to us at 8 p.m. Central Time when we do go live here. And, you know, if you guys want us to go in any certain areas tonight that you've seen that look interesting, let us know. And we'll definitely, you know, do some stuff in those rooms. We've been here many times, and we just love this place here. This is kind of our home base to ghost hunt. Fortunately, Kathy is one of my best friends, so she allows us. But anyways, last look down here. We walk down there and you see the horse's butt and all that down there. So, yeah, like Letitia said, if everybody could please share the show out tonight on Facebook on your channels, that would be great. Or on your pages. We definitely appreciate any of that. So let me get up here to the top of the steps. And like I said, it's 8 p.m. Central. Brandy is on her way now here. So she's got quite a trip. She's got about a 6-hour trip to get here. Fortunately, it's only 3 for me. So here we go. James. Yes, absolutely, James. There's a lot of weirdness here outside as well. Like I said in the beginning, I kind of showed you the grounds. They say there's people buried out there, but there's nothing documented on that. So anyway, I can show you. I'll take you back out there real quick and show you. There is one place I did forget to show you, and I will take you to it real quick. It's outside, and I'm going to freeze. You come, Neva? We'll walk to the back. Okay. All right. These steps are new. They used to be wooden steps, so these concrete steps are great. So, here's some of the grounds that they say it's rumored to have people buried out here. There is the circus bear is buried out here. So I'm walking to the back because another story we talked about on Thursday's show was the smokehouse with Nelson Winter murder. So I'm going to show you the smokehouse in the back of the place. Like I said, this is on the fairgrounds property, so you can see some of where, you know, they keep livestock and stuff in there. They have a big horse riding arena back there. There is a cemetery that we talked about back there, but it's kind of a boring cemetery. Nothing happens in there. So, outside Lake County Museum. This here is the smokehouse. And this is where we had the incident with our friend Antonio, where he was lifted off the ground and I had to pull him back. But it was in there. I'm not going to go in there. It's all nasty and stuff. But we did that day. So that's it. Yes, thank you, Northern California. I will definitely take some time to rest. Sorry if I missed any of the comments. DJ, we are at the Ray County Museum in Richmond, Missouri. And we're going to go live tonight at 8 p.m. So if you guys want to tune in and watch our live show, that'd be great. And here's just kind of the back of the building. You can see all 3 floors that we were at. And once again, this building is Y-shaped, so it's kind of cool. But anyway, I appreciate everybody tuning in today and for tonight. So if you guys can make it back, do that. We definitely appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this out, we definitely appreciate that too. So you all have a good day, and I appreciate you. And thank you, Letitia. We love you too. And we'll see everybody tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.